Good morning, everyone. Today is Saturday, February 6th, 2021. This is Melanie from Light Beam Treasures. And guess what? I have not one, but two milestones to talk about. I'm actually really, really excited. One of them I talked about, but then something happened, and then I have a second announcement to make. So, the first one is um, earlier in the week, I jumped on Cajun reseller Johnny chat. Cajun Roots reseller Johnny, and I was so surprised at how supportive his chat was that by me dropping the link, I was able to get past 400 subscribers. And then the next day, YouTube did a purge and I was back under 400. So it's been a week already, and I'm back up over 400. So I'm at officially 402 subscribers on my channel. So yay! That's a little tiny little milestone that I'm happy about. And when I look at it, I mean, it's not easy. And I warn people, YouTube purges your viewers. You'll notice it a lot of times. If you go to a channel, you no longer are blue, no longer have a wrench. Check to see if you're still subscribed to that channel. If you're not getting notifications from certain people that you used to watch and love, chances are they purged you from their channel. Well, not they did, but YouTube purged. So that's my warning to everybody is check your YouTube, particularly if you have a favorite person or an auction you like to attend or something like that. Just go back to their channel, give them a like, give them a thumbs up, hit the little bell, make sure it says all under the personalized part this way that you get all the notifications every time a new video. So that is announcement number one. Announcement number two, and okay, this may seem silly, but I'm actually really proud of myself. I have just hit 1,000 feedback on eBay. I have to laugh. You find that funny. 1,000 feedback on eBay. Now, a couple of things about that. I rarely buy off of eBay. When it comes to eBay, I actually prefer buying off of Amazon than I do eBay. Do I dare say that? Simply because I have much more success with purchasing items for my own personal usage. Only thing I buy on eBay would be I love buying the envelopes. I'll buy bubble wrap, and maybe I'll buy a rare item here and there. But when it comes to eBay, my feedback is not from purchasing, and that's one of the tricks that they usually say. If you're so worried about feedback, start buying things. This way, you get the instant feedback. Me, I know I had way more than a thousand transactions. In fact, I was looking at it. I had like a little more than 3,500 transactions total. Out of all those transactions, there was only 1,000 people that actually gave me feedback, and that's why I think when it comes to feedback, it's total BS, and they shouldn't rely so heavily on feedback. However, here's what I'm talking about. It is a nice little thing to see the star change color. I went from purple to now it's like a red star because I hit the 1,000 mark. So now I'm in the 4-digit mark, which is kind of nice. So that's my second little announcement is that I hit 1,000 feedback on eBay. Yay for me. All right, so let's talk about what sold. eBay, believe it or not, not that many sales yesterday. I am going to attribute it to guess what? I have not been listing. I've been so busy the past few days with YouTube auctions. I've done a YouTube auction every day this week, and I have another one tonight. Oh, what am I gonna do? And here's the worst part, which I gotta talk. I gotta see what's going on. You may have heard of what happened to the Masked Singer last night. He had problems. Somebody reported him for a copyright violation, and they didn't show the show last night. So what they're going to do is they're going to show it tonight, which of course they're showing it while I'm having an auction. But no, my priority is the auction. I did sign up for the auction, but I do want to see what the outcome is. It's down. It's 3 people left. It's going to be down to 2, and then it's going to go head to head, and until next week. But I'm supporting all the singers. They are doing a phenomenal job. Everybody is just absolutely it's a fun show. So if you haven't checked it out, that is on the Bargain Effect. I'm keeping my fingers crossed. Hopefully, it's on tonight. But my I'm going to see if I could jump on in between. If not, I might leave the auction early, but we'll see what happens. Anyway, where was I? Oh, so yeah, so eBay hasn't done too well, but my auctions have been doing incredible. So I need to learn that balance because I was talking with my husband. I want to bump up eBay a little bit and try to get this death pile that's all around me because he's even upset. He says I'm a hoarder. I'm not a hoarder. Am I a hoarder? If you have a large death pile, are you considered a hoarder? The way I look at it, my large death pile is in the event that I can't go shopping. Problem is, we're coming into garage sale season, aren't we? Yeah, I'm going to I plan on going to 3 today, which is why I've got to get stuff wrapped and get going. Anyway, first movie. Bingo Long Traveling All Stars and the Motor Kings. I'm going to say this, and I'm going to say this nicely. When it comes to any type of racial, interracial type movies or memorabilia or anything, go for it. Bolo. This didn't sell for much. However, if I had the cover and everything, it would sell for a lot more. But this is with Billy D. Williams, James Earl Jones, Richard Pryor, Ted Ross, and it's the first. I'm wondering if you could say it. You can't say it anymore. You can't be politically correct and say the N word. I'm talking about the other N word, but basically, it's the first African American baseball team. UNCF. UNCF. So what the N stood for with that, which that's another thing. Are they still around? UNCF? I don't know. Anyway, next movie. Can I show this? Uh, I'll show it this way. The sex side of low budget films. All right, so this is the sex side of low budget films. I will be honest. I actually saw this movie. Can I admit that I saw it? It was awful. I couldn't get through it. It's a documentary that talks about how they do sex scenes in low budget films. Um, it's a nice way to saying how they do porn. So it was a documentary on porn, which was kind of funny. There was some funny scenes to it, but I thought it was very, very boring. I mean, I was not interested in it. So that one sold for $10. The other one sold for 6. Then I sold something that has been on the shelf for quite some time. I know I had it. I had it at a really, really high price, and I kept lowering it and lowering it. Finally, it sold not one, but 2 of them. So this is the Sailor Moon collection dolls. This is from the incredible world of Dick. These are, what year is this? These are the 2000 version. So I know they released these, like, they released them multiple times. This was like the second release, but still highly rare. I had these up for $150. Then I went down to 100. Then I went down to 75. Finally got an offer for the both of them, $65. That's actually an incredible deal because in some cases other people are just selling one of them for $75. But I had this up for such a long time. I am happy. I only paid $1 each, so I paid $2 for these. So the fact that I made $65 off of a $2 item, I'm happy. Happy. I love those things. Happy, happy. Then I bought something recently. When it comes to YouTube auctions, I will say this. This is my secret, and this is a secret I am going to impart to you as a seller, as a buyer. Well, as a seller, as both a buyer and a seller, is if you really, really want good deals, then go to the auctions on YouTube where there's not many people in the audience. Reason being is people are going to show up an item. There's not going to be many people bidding on that item, and generally you'll get it at the low price. However, the excitement level sometimes is not as high on those little auctions. I'll be honest, I consider the auctions that I do a small scale auction. I really do. But for you as a seller, you want the opposite. You want to be on the show that if you literally lift up a pen, you're going to have a bidding war and hundreds of people are bidding you. There are auctions like that. Those are crazy auctions. They're exciting. If you like that type of adrenaline, then go for it. But that's what the bad thing is you're not going to be able to get any money. I mean, I hate to say this. Recently there was two auctions that they were back-to-back auctions. I'm not going to reveal the name or anything. I was really, really looking forward to the auctions. I sat through them. There was such a bidding war on the material that I'm like, why are people bidding for this? Why? And I'm the type that when I'm in an auction, I will look up each item and I'm like, you could get this right now on eBay for half the price that you're bidding it. On the flip side, great job to the auctioneer. More power to you. That is amazing. It is wonderful. And I'm so glad that they got the support. But I look at it from both ends. So when I'm in an auction as a buyer and I'm buying something, I try to look for things that are super cheap that I at least can make a profit. On the other end, when I'm a seller, sometimes it's frustrated. However, I also look to the auctions to push out the inventory that I have instantly. I mean, this has been an ongoing debate with a lot of people. I sell my stuff really, really, really cheap. In fact, I know for a fact I sell it too cheap. I really do. I sell it too cheap. I do that for a reason because A, it gives me instant cash. B, I can now buy something that's better quality, better product, something that can maybe uplift my store a little instead of my eBay presence being such a bottom of the barrel stuff. Because basically that's what I'm doing. I'm clearance hunting, and a lot of my products are really, really low. So unless I find something that's like uniquely good that somebody will pay $60 for, the majority of my items are only going to be $5, $6 items. So I'm looking to take my store to the next level and lift it up a little bit. So I'm blabbering on. Let me get to the point. So recently I bought something. I thought it was a good deal. Then I realized after the fact it really wasn't a good deal, but I'm not going to complain. I paid $25 for it. Very happy. I thought, man, I actually turned around. I sold it for $30. So you know something? It was a quick flip. I sold it within a week, but I realized I'm lucky that I was able to do that quick flip and make $5 off the deal simply because I didn't realize that it wasn't necessarily a good deal. Not complaining about that, totally my fault, but guess what I sold? Magic the Gathering cards. So yeah, you must have saw that I just bought this when I did a recent unboxing. I flipped these over, made $5 off the deal. I'm not complaining. I guess I'm just rambling on simply because there's been a lot of talks in regards to how people run auctions, how people do things, and one of the things that was discussed is it necessarily fair if people who host panel auctions should they be allowed to buy stuff? That's a topic up to debate. I would love to hear your questions and your answers because I mean, my perspective is we are still buyers as well. We are. I do agree that with the buy it nows, and I'll be honest, I really don't like buy it nows, but I do agree with buy it nows that panel members do have an unfair advantage of time because they see all the messages before anybody else does. So I would say in the fact of buy it nows, it's not fair for panels to do it. But I've always made it a rule that if there's something that I'm looking for and nobody wanted it, and the seller has already gone to the next item, then I would say this: put me down for that item. Make it simple like that. But I'm curious. I would love to hear your opinion, particularly for those who attend either my auction, other auctions, or anything like that. So, just a quick thing tonight. I made a faux pas. I thought it was Aaron's very first auction. It's not. Oh my god, I made a mistake. It turns out I was having a conversation with Angie, Real Housewife. She was talking about somebody else who was having their very first auction that she was on. I misunderstood and I thought that we were hosting. But it doesn't matter because it's going to be myself, Angie, and Aaron. Three of us in an auction tonight. It will be on her channel, The Real Housewife. So I hope you could join us tonight. Until then, this is a very long video, so this is Melanie with Light Beam Treasures. Take care. I gotta wrap up, and then I'm heading out and going to an estate sale. Take care.